Hey friends, it's Elizabeth Ware again, and welcome back to another episode of my Design by Room series. Today we're talking all things bathrooms. Whether it's a powder room in a vacation rental or your main ensuite sanctuary, bathrooms are often one of the most overlooked, but also some of the most important rooms in the home. Bathrooms are where we start and end our days, so the design should feel intentional, calming, and beautiful. In this video, I'm sharing my favorite design tips that strike a balance between function and serenity, with natural elements, smart storage, and just a little luxury. So let's dive in. Bathrooms, more than almost any other space, have to be functional, but that doesn't mean that they can't also be beautiful. The first thing I always suggest is evaluating how the space flows. If you're considering building from scratch or renovating, here are some points to consider. Is the toilet tucked away from the main view if possible? See if you can install the toilet behind the sink, shower, or tub rather than have it be the first thing that you see when you walk into the room. Is there enough space around utilities for comfort? Try to leave at least 30 inches in front of the toilet for mobility purposes. Are countertops and vanities updated and at the optimal height? Ideally, the counters should be between 34 and 36 inches, and lots of buyers will prefer a white bathtub, shower, and sink rather than a colored one that may date the space more than necessary. And most importantly, does the design support daily life? For example, in smaller homes or rental properties, a double vanity can make a huge difference, but only if there's truly space for one and it doesn't impede mobility. And in larger bathrooms, a floating vanity or open shelving can lighten the space and make it feel more spa-like, while still giving you that practical storage. If you're not looking for major change or renovation, don't worry, there are still plenty of considerations that can help give your space a boost. As with any room, light is everything. Natural light is ideal, but if your bathroom doesn't have much or any of it, try using mirrors to reflect what's there and choose lighting that mimics the daylight. A layered lighting plan is key. Think soft sconces by the mirror, a dimmable overhead fixture, and even a small accent light if you want that luxurious glow. I always recommend sticking with natural materials when possible, like stone, wood, and ceramic that brings that earthy feel that's so grounding, especially here in the mountains. Avoid high gloss finishes or anything too sterile. I once saw a bathroom that was entirely mirrors. And while that's definitely going to stand out, it might not give you that peaceful aesthetic that you're probably after. The goal here is warmth and texture. If you have the counter space for it, a small travertine or marble jewelry tray can be a beautiful and functional addition. Wooden knobs for towels are also a great modern way to ground a space. Let's talk color. While nothing is necessarily off limits, in the bathroom I like to keep it soft and clean. Whites, warm grays, dusty greens, and muted blues all work beautifully. For a calming feel, steer clear of harsher trendy colors that don't necessarily stand the test of time, especially in tile or cabinetry. Though I have seen sellers do some incredible half bathroom upgrades with neutral wallpapers recently if you're into patterns. In general, if you want that pop of color, it's often best to do it with towels, artwork, or a small area rug that can easily be swapped out with the seasons. And speaking of seasons, you don't need to overhaul your whole bathroom with every season, but a few thoughtful upgrades can make the space feel fresh. In the fall, I love bringing in deeper hues into your towels or adding a small bundle of pampas grass or warm florals in a ceramic vase. In the spring and summer, you can switch to lighter textiles, maybe a striped linen shower curtain or a pale flat weave bath mat with a small bundle of eucalyptus. The key is subtlety. Bathrooms can definitely get crowded quickly, so less is really more. Clutter is the enemy of a peaceful bathroom. I always tell clients to invest in smart, simple storage. Built-in niches around the shower, baskets for rolled towels, and drawer organizers for the vanity can make a huge difference. And if you're styling a bathroom for guests or renters, keep surfaces mostly clear. You can add a small tray with soap, maybe a bud vase or a candle, and let the space breathe. Open shelving can work beautifully if it's styled carefully with matching containers or neatly folded linens. But if that's not realistic for your lifestyle, don't feel pressured. Just make sure everything has a place behind closed doors. Bathrooms can feel cold, especially with all the tile and hard surfaces, so it's important to add softness. Think bath rugs, hand towels, and a fabric shower curtain instead of plastic, and even artwork. A framed print in a calming color or a small wooden stool by the tub adds visual interest and warmth. If you have the room, a woven basket for laundry or extra towels makes the space feel more lived in without looking messy. Rather than placing the basket on the floor, look to elevate with side tables that match and enhance the design of your bathroom. If adding a small table will crowd the space or make it difficult to get in and out of the shower or open a door, just scrap the idea and go for the bonus space instead. Accent walls can absolutely work in a bathroom, whether it's a painted wall behind the vanity, a wood-paneled half wall, or a bold tile in the shower. Just be sure it fits with the overall palette of your home. I also love incorporating touches of black in hardware or mirrors to ground the space and give it a little bit of contrast. It's modern but still timeless when paired with natural materials. So that's it for today's bathroom design tips. Whether you're working with a tiny powder room or a full primary bath, just remember to focus on good lighting, smart storage, and layering in texture, and you really can't go wrong. Next up, we're diving into kitchen design, which is always a fun one. My name's Elizabeth Ware with Raley Realty. If you thought this video was helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow along for more design tips, lifestyle, and real estate at Deep Creek Lake. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.